Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Sheena. Thanks for joining me today. I hope everyone's day went well. I know mine was crazy busy today, so I thought I would treat myself today and have you guys join me. I am doing a seafood mukbang today. As you guys get to know me, you will know that seafood is definitely my favorite food. So I think every type of seafood. So today I have a little bit, it's not a little bit of everything, but some of my favorites. I have some Dungeness crab, some shrimp with the head on. I love the shrimp with the head on. I feel like there's a little bit more flavor in those. And then I have some sausages, a couple of eggs, and some potatoes and corn. So I'm really excited to eat. It's been a long day. This is actually my first meal of the day, so I'm starving. But we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna try to eat as much of it as I can as possible, because it looks like a lot of food, honestly, but which is good because, like I said, I'm starving. So let's go ahead and start with a prayer. All right, I'm actually going to get a little bit of water. So what's in here is just water and my Crystal Light. Like I said, it's hard for me to get the water down, so I add the fruit punch Crystal Light packets, which is actually really, really good. So I'm gonna get started here with the shrimp. So I'm probably not going to be doing too much talking, because like I said, I'm really hungry. But I did want to kind of formally introduce myself to you guys. I know in my first video that I posted, it was just an ASMR video. So I didn't get a chance to talk. Haven't gotten a chance to talk to you guys really. And I am new to the YouTube platform. So I wanted to again try to introduce myself to you guys. So again, as I said, my name is Sheena. My channel is called Just Beena. And the Beena actually came from, it's actually just a nickname. Like all my life, I've heard Sheena Beena or Beans. Those were kind of my family nicknames. And even for folks, you know, who just met me and was getting to know me, it seems like Sheena Beena kind of always appears at some point. I guess it's the whole, you know, rhyming thing. So I have had those two names and heard those two names, like I said, pretty much all my life. So and I wanted to make this channel as personal as possible, with you guys getting to know me getting to know you, and just being real. So I thought, what better way to connect to my new friends is by talking about or introducing myself, adding a nickname, my nickname. It's more personal, you know? So feel free to call me Bina or even Beans. It's totally fine. Usually when I hear either one, as well as my name, I'm responding. So that's just kind of the background of my name. Just Bina. I have to get it right. So I have been thinking about doing YouTube for a while now. Definitely a couple years, but I'm sure like many YouTubers, I was a little nervous, scared, you know, the fear kind of outweighed everything. So I just never started it. Just thinking, honestly, I thought, you know, it would be embarrassing. Who wants to see me eating? I wouldn't do it right. I would think about who would see it. Family, friends, co-workers. And then just kind of also thinking it's not a good idea. But it kind of had always been like in the back of my mind, so. And over the last couple months, a couple things have changed for me personally, and I kind of just have decided, you know what am I scared of, you know? Whose right is it for anyone to judge me on what it is that I want to do? So the last couple months are kind of been following that kind of, you know, that determination, like, you know, just do it. You only live once. Stop being scared, especially when you're the only one who's like, you know, putting you down. So it's like, what the heck? So besides starting this YouTube channel, I decided to, you know, just kind of venture out and try other things that I've always thought about, and you know, that I've liked, whether it's a small accomplishment, so an adventure or something like that. Or like, what the heck, just try it. If you don't like it, so what? At least you can say that you tried it. So really proud of myself. So I'm really, really proud of myself that I stopped being in my head and decided to go ahead and start a YouTube channel. So here I am, and I hope you guys, you know, enjoy and follow me along this new journey that I'm taking, because I'm really excited about it. It's definitely taking me out of my comfort zone. So really excited. So I will say I am a little bit nervous about eating this corn in front of you guys, only because if you've ever had braces, I'm sure I will mention this in other videos, but the braces life, the food life, getting, you know, food getting stuck in your braces It's definitely real. Definitely. Which sucks because I love corn. And when I first got these braces, one of the things I was told was pretty much not to eat corn. Corn on the cob, anyway. At first, I did kind of take that to heart. And I didn't eat corn for a long time after I got my braces. But I was like, what the heck? I've seen people eat corn on the cob with braces. I've seen people chew gum with braces. Not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm totally not saying that. But, like, for me, it wasn't cutting it. I love corn on the cob way too much. Corn kernels, you know, a bag of frozen corn or something like that is not the same as a fresh corn on the cob. I would say this corn is very, very good. But I definitely feel the corn stuck in my teeth right now. Definitely. But that's okay. We'll worry about that later. So good. So I ordered this from a local place not too far from my house. It's called Crack Crab. Very good. As of right now, this is my go-to spot. I feel like over the last like year, a lot of crab spots where seafood spots have been popping up. It's like becoming a thing. Like the seafood boils. I don't know if it is wherever you guys are located at, but where I am on the East Coast, they are popping up a lot. Like there's a lot of different places. So I try them all just to kind of see which ones I like better, because they all do pretty much have their own individual taste. So some of them I like more than others. This place is pretty good. I get it's weird because they have their sauce names are like mild, medium hot, and then one other one. So I think I tried the hot at first. The first time I had ever gotten it, and it was way too hot. And I do like hot things. I love spicy food, but that was way too hot for me. So now I get the medium hot, which is like just right, because even sometimes when I get it, it has a little bit of kick to it. I love Dungeness crabs. My preference is actually Dungeness rather than snow crabs. So, oh, sorry, got a little off track there. I'm supposed to be giving you guys a little bit of information about myself. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. Oh, you know what? Let's try and eat. All right, give me a second. Let me just bite into this. Very good. All right, so let's see. A little bit about myself. So I won't tell my age. Don't even ask. But I will say I do have 2 kids. One in college and a high schooler. Let's say some little bit of fun facts about me. I love to read. I really love to read. In particular, romance novels. I'm like, for a minute there, it was pretty much an obsession reading. So I got a Kindle a couple years ago. I mean, I would say definitely more than 5 years ago, but maybe not more than 10. But anyway, got a Kindle a couple years ago. But before I got the Kindle, I used to just read, you know, the old school way. I was just getting regular books, which honestly sometimes I do miss that. I feel like it's a little bit, I don't know, but I do miss that sometimes. But the Kindle was just so much easier because I used to, my previous job, I had to catch public transportation to get there. So when I got my Kindle, it was like perfect because it would just fit into, you know, my pocketbook or my work bag. So it was a lot easier than carrying around big books. But when I got my Kindle, I tell you, you couldn't tell me anything. I mean, when I say I used to read a lot, and go through books, romance books, mind you, I'm not like, I would read, sometimes go through a book in a day. On my Kindle right now, this is actually my second Kindle. So my first Kindle, I definitely had to have been almost, I would say probably 150 books, maybe more. Probably the same on this Kindle that I have now. I'm sure it's definitely more than 150, but reading for me was like an obsession. I went everywhere with my Kindle. Everywhere. And I would pull it out any and everywhere. I mean, on the train, in the car, if I was waiting in line somewhere and I was going to be there for a couple minutes, I'll pull the Kindle out. So that was definitely my obsession. But then the Kindle app. I found out about the Kindle app. And that didn't help because whenever, you know, I was out shopping, that was so bad. So I was just like out with my family or friends or something like that, and I just got a few minutes to not even to myself, because everybody would be around, but if it was other people around, I didn't care. I wasn't carrying my Kindle around any longer, but I would pull up that Kindle app on my phone, and I would read, even if I only had a minute to get a few pages, or even just one page, a half a page in. I was reading it, because if I was really into a book, it was so hard to put it down. And this is, oh my gosh, this is so bad. But me and my best friend, she's also heavily into reading. So you couldn't tell us nothing when we both had our Kindles. Nothing. We had our Kindles out. It was just be silence. Just silence, because we were sitting there reading our books. But we were so bad. So bad. And this is kind of embarrassing to say. But we would go to happy hours after work for some drinks, cheap drinks, after a long day. Go to the happy hours, sit at the bars. And these happy hours most of them were actually bars. Like, it wasn't a restaurant or anything like that where we actually sat at a table to ourselves, had a waitress and stuff. We would go to an actual bar and sit at the bar, order our drinks, our happy hour drinks, the happy hour appetizers, like some wings or some mussels or fries or something like that. And we would pull our Kindles out and sit there at the bar, which many times, if you know it's a happy hour, if you know anything about happy hours, a lot of them are pretty much packed. We didn't care though. We sat right there at the bar, and pulled our Kindles out and read. Again, you couldn't tell us anything. But now that I think about it, I don't know why did we sit at the bar? Like, why didn't we at least get, I mean, this bar, one bar that we went to in particular, they had tables. They had booths. Why didn't we sit at a table? I feel like, yeah, I think about it, maybe less people would have been staring at us if we would have sat at our own table. Because I'm sure you know we definitely got looks. Definitely got looks. And honestly, we didn't care. Did not care. So, again, got sidetracked. I love reading books. I'm not really a fanatic like I used to be. But I definitely still love reading. I honestly just love spending time with my kids. Just making them happy. Even though they're getting older, you know, and kind of doing their own thing. You know, my daughter is, like I said, she's in college. She's away for college. That just started back up. The semester just started back up. But, I mean, we're, I think, a close enough family where they pretty much talk to me about anything and everything. And that's what I love. I mean, I wanted my kids to feel comfortable enough to come and talk to me about things. So we just love doing things together. We love going to the movies. We love going on the trails to walk or ride a bike. Correction. They ride the bike. I walk. Because, oh my gosh. My son got me on a bike a couple weeks ago for the first time in a long time. I have not been on a bike in a really, really long time. But you know the whole saying, you never forget how to ride a bike. And I mean, I didn't forget how to ride the bike. I really didn't. Granted, it did take me a few tries before I actually got it together. But that's beside the point. But I honestly think that would be for anybody. If you haven't ridden a bike in years, I don't think that you can just literally hop right on the bike and just be straight, like go off, like you've never stopped. I honestly don't think that that's possible. I think after a few tries, you know, getting it steady, getting both feet on the pedals, you know, doing what you need to do. I honestly think that probably takes a few tries. For most people, maybe not as many tries as it took me. But to each his own, whatever. It's no shame in my game. It took me it took me a little bit. So I got on the bike. I'm like, he wanted to go on a bike ride. I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's get it. Child. That was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. But I got it. I got it together. But I can tell you, it didn't last long. I think, honestly, I was probably on that bike all of... Our ride lasted maybe about 15, 20 minutes. I'll give myself 20 minutes. But, because the girl was tired. I was done. Now, I will say in my defense, though, where we are, we have a little bit of hills. A little bit of hills. Not very high hills, but it's a little bit of hills. And that takes a lot out of you. It took a lot out of me. Because our goal was to get on the bikes, ride over yonder to the trail, the bike trail. Sorry. And ride on the trail for a while, for like an hour or so. We started down toward the trail, and it's a few minutes towards from my house to the trail. I was like, I'm turning back. I got to go. I'm done. I felt so bad, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't. People think that, not all people, but people have this misconception that because you're a certain size, you're in shape. You're in shape, you're healthy. That is so not true. That is so not true. I am one. I am not afraid to say, I will raise my hand and say, that is not true. I'm an example. I'm an example. For sure. Because I am probably the most out of shape person. Because let me tell you something. When I got off that bike, I thought I had done a full 3-hour bike ride. I don't know, one of those walks, runs, something. My body was done. My legs were done. My son, gotta love him, but he was like, Mom, that is so bad. I didn't even care. I did not care. I was tired. So, that being said, I love walking on trails. I just love nature, period. Sorry. Yeah. I'm not a, fitness person or anything like that. I say I like walking on trails, but I'm not saying I like to go walk for, hours and hours and all. I'm in a crazy, crazy wilderness, but I do appreciate, nature. Oh my gosh. I think I am pretty much done. This was so good. So good. But that was just a little bit of information about myself. I know I kind of got sidetracked a bit on some of those points. I have so food all in my teeth. I'm so glad you guys can't see it right now, because you can't see it, but I could definitely feel it. I love the braces life. That's okay though, because I see the difference from when I first got my braces, the reason I got my braces. Or maybe one day I'll share a photo of the before and then the after. I think I have a couple more months before I get these taken off. So that's a good thing. It'll be 2 years in April. And I'm only supposed to have them on for 2 years. But I'm actually doing a lot better than what they thought. So maybe I can get them off a little bit earlier. We'll see. I don't know. I'm about ready for them to come off. But I think after I take them off, I think the next step is to have a retainer in. I know some folks say that you have to wear a retainer from the time you take the braces off till a good amount of time after. So we'll see. But anyway, it was really nice speaking with you guys, chatting with you guys. Thank you for sharing my meal with me. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please return, subscribe, so you know when the next video will be out. My goal is to post a video every other day or every 2 days max. Again, I'm starting to get into the groove of it. Yeah, a floss stick like ASAP. But yeah, so that's my goal, to sit here with you guys and enjoy my meals and conversate. And please leave comments below if there's something you think I'm doing wrong or have advice. I definitely take recommendations, criticism as well, because again, it's all new. I'm learning. Help me, to get better for you guys. So it's been real. Hope everyone has a great rest of the week. and I will catch you guys on the flip side. All right, peace out.